Well, the 12th man is buzzing out here outside of Kyle Field. Texas A&M and LSU getting ready to battle for the first time in school history. Texas A&M will play a game at home as a 4-0 team in the SEC. The only other undefeated team in conference play, the LSU Tigers, come in with a top 10 ranking, arguably the biggest SEC game at Kyle Field in its history. Now, I think a big factor in this game for the Aggies is going to be which Connor Wigman do you see out there on the field. The Aggies love to lean on that run game, but the Tigers are good at shutting that down. Which Connor Wigman do you see against Missouri? He was fantastic. A little shaky, though, last week against Mississippi State. Had a couple interceptions and honestly could have been even worse with a few more. Here's what Coach Elko had to say about his QB1.
Yeah, I think he, has some plays he just wish he had back. I think each one is kind of each of its own. The first one, I don't know if it slipped or sailed. It was hard to tell, but it certainly wasn't an accurately thrown football. The second one was late, and then I think he just got out of whack with his progression on the other two that probably could have been picked. And so, but I also do think like a piece of football is not every throw is going to be right. And so I don't know that you ever come out of a game without things to fix or correct. And so it's kind of where we're at with that.
This game's set to kick off at 6:30. We'll keep you updated right here on 6 News with an update at 10 from Sydney Wicker. Speaking of, she's checking out the Baylor Bears right now at home against Oklahoma State after a surprising win over Texas Tech and a massive win, 59-35 on the road, taking on one of the Big 12 regular season favorites at the start of the year, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, this afternoon. Baylor back at home for the first time in almost a month. It was homecoming for the Bears, trying to ride the highs off that win in Lubbock. And speaking of homecoming, how about welcome back to Waco, former Connolly cadet Corey Black playing for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Early on, Alan Bowman, in his 18th year of college football, goes deep down the middle of the field to Dwayne Lofton. Huge first down, puts the Cowboys in the red zone. Cowboys trying to get into the end zone. They go to their reigning Doak Walker Award winner running back, but Ollie Gordon is stuffed. So the Baylor defense holds the Cowboys to 3. The Bears later tie it up at 3 apiece. Cowboys trying to get into the end zone. Hand it off in the second quarter to Ollie Gordon, but Matt Jones punches it out. Steve Linton has it, and Baylor recovers the fumble, but backed up against their own goal line. Handoff to Dawson Pendergrass. He squirts through the defense and picks up a huge gain down near midfield. Later on the drive, Sawyer Robertson back and looking for his receiver, Hal Presley, corner of the end zone. He's got it for the touchdown. 10-3 Baylor in the second quarter. A touchdown would tie it later on at 17 at the half, but Baylor holds on for the win in this game, 38-28 over the Cowboys. And that's going to do it for sports. Again, we'll be back at 10 with the full update from your Saturday of college football. Reporting in College Station, I'm Ben Peck.